Creating a proper AI model is tough, very tough indeed. It takes a lot of technical experience and knowledge, if not some research at least. This is something that people really struggle with in this space unless they have been mentored or coached to actually be able to make a high quality model. And I'm seeing a lot of low quality models trying to start with AI OFM and it not quite working out. And there's reasons for this, and that's exactly what I'm going to cover in this video now. So why does quality actually matter when it comes to your AI model? Well, the better your model is, it's going to be harder to make, of course, or at least involve more technological steps in order to make that model. It doesn't specifically have to be very hard to actually generate images of the model, but it may be difficult to get the setup of that model and get the LoRa trained for the model. Most people run low quality models either because it looks fine to them, they don't really see that it's low quality. Some people have very low quality models who don't look real at all, look very plastic, and they swear that it looks real and it's the best model ever created. That's not a good mindset to have when coming into the business. You want to get your mates to review it, you want to get other people in communities to review your model. You want to make sure that you have a good quality model so that you have the best advantage of exceeding. Or some people are just generally lazy, don't really care that they have a low quality model. Don't get me wrong, I've seen low quality models make a lot of money, but it's always better to have a higher quality model. Social media algorithms will actually punish you for having very low quality content in quite a literal sense as well. If you were to just take a very low quality photo of a building behind me in Dubai, I would not get pushed on the Instagram algorithm as much as if it was a 4K picture taken on my phone. Not only this, but you're going to get punished because it's not as engaging. People aren't going to want to like, comment, follow that model. Therefore, you won't get pushed in the algorithm as much. You're also going to be ruining quite a lot of your customer experience. If someone sees that your model is very cartoon-like, very fake, for one, as I just said, are they likely to follow you on socials? Are they likely to convert to that page? But also, if someone does convert, they're more likely to buy content off of a higher quality model because they're going to feel more of a human connection to them. Yes, you disclose your AI. Yes, they know you're not real, even if it's realistic. But if you are a cartoon, you don't really have that fantasy of, meeting them or having that experience or being with them for a long time. People don't feel that connection as deeply when you have a very low quality model. So when we are making a brand new model, we have to look into the future, right? We have to see what our model is going to look like in 6 months time, because a good quality model a year ago is not a good model now. And in 6 months, your model that you make now is most likely going to look shit in the future. That's because AI technology evolves, people's eyes evolve. You get a kind of good eye for what's AI, what's not, but you need to future-proof your model so that in 6 months time, you can adapt with a new technology, make that same model higher quality. Whereas if you had a very cartoon looking model made on a software such as Gemfluence, for example, which is going to give you a very low quality image, if you have a model like that, it's going to be very difficult for you to remake that model in a better software when they come out in the future. So if you want to skip, months of trial and error and months of testing and adjusting and posting on social media without it really bringing you results, you want a good quality model from day one. Well, how do you actually do this? So we have a solution for you. It's called the AI Model Marketplace. Our designers that we ourselves use for our models will make you content for your model. So we'll build you a brand new model, also give you the LoRa's to that model so you can recreate it in an AI software, and you will have that model for life. It's extremely cheap in terms of outsourcing a whole area of your business, which is going to take you hours and hours on end. And if you are, like myself, just want to get down to the business side, I'm more of a marketing sales guy, whereas a lot of people do enjoy the AI process. They do enjoy making these models and playing around with that side of the business. That's absolutely fine. But if you're more like myself and you want to make money from it and focus purely on that area of the business, this is a great way to just outsource it. It's going to be very difficult for you to go on a freelance website such as Fiverr or Upwork, for example, and find guys that can do this. It's a very specific skill. And the only reason that I have access to these designers is, of course, because of this large personal brand that I've built around AI OFM. People come to me, people want to design for me, and therefore I'm lending you the rights to use my designers that I use. But in general, if you do want to actually just learn the process, you want to go through that, or maybe you can't afford to buy a model, and that's absolutely fine. You can find out on YouTube. We have videos on this channel as well for completely free, or you can join our $47 AI model method course. $47, you can learn every single thing that you're going to need to know to do with AI OFM, not just the model creation process, but also the marketing side, how to grow an Instagram account the most effective way possible, and how to generate the most conversions possible, and then how to turn that into money and sales. If that sounds good to you, check out the channel if you want some free shit, or if you want a $47 course, it's in the description.